Thimba, a seasoned nurse at Groote Hospital in Cape Town, found himself assigned to the night shift in the psychiatric ward. The bustling city outside had quieted, leaving an eerie stillness within the hospital's corridors. As the clock struck midnight, Thimba settled into his routine, unaware of the chilling events that would unfold. In the dim light of the nurse's station, Thimba's colleague, Namsa, whispered about the ward's dark history. She spoke of a young doctor who had taken his own life in one of the patient rooms decades ago, his spirit said to still roam the halls. Thimba dismissed the tale as mere superstition, focusing instead on his duties. At 2 a.m., the silence was broken by a frantic call from room 217. Thimba rushed to find Mrs. Kumalo, an elderly patient, trembling in her bed. With wide eyes, she described a ghostly figure in a white coat standing in the corner of her room. Thimba searched thoroughly but found nothing. He gently reassured Mrs. Kumalo, attributing her vision to medication side effects. As dawn approached, Thimba made his final rounds. Passing room 217, he froze. Through the partially open door, he glimpsed a shadowy figure matching Mrs. Kumalo's description. Heart racing, he blinked, and the apparition vanished. Shaken, Thimba convinced himself it was a trick of the light and exhaustion. The following night, Thimba returned to his shift, the previous night's events still haunting his thoughts. At precisely 2 a.m., another call came from room 217. This time, it was Mr. van der Merwe, a new patient, reporting the same ghostly doctor. Thimba's blood ran cold as Mr. van der Merwe described details eerily similar to Mrs. Kumalo's account. Disturbed by the coincidence, Thimba confided in Dr. Mbeki, the head psychiatrist. To his surprise, Dr. Mbeki didn't dismiss his concerns. Instead, she revealed that similar reports had surfaced over the years, always from room 217, always at 2 a.m. The hospital had kept these incidents quiet to avoid panic. Determined to uncover the truth, Thimba delved into the hospital's archives. He discovered records of Dr. James Van Wyk, a brilliant young physician who had indeed taken his life in room 217 in 1985. The circumstances surrounding his death were shrouded in mystery, with rumors of unethical experiments and cover-ups. As weeks passed, more patients reported sightings of the ghostly doctor. Each account added to the growing sense of dread that permeated the ward. Staff began to request transfers, and whispers of a curse spread through the hospital. One particularly stormy night, Thimba found himself alone in the ward. The power flickered ominously as he made his rounds. Approaching room 217, he heard muffled sobs. Steeling himself, he entered to find the room empty, the sobs seemingly emanating from the walls themselves. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted. Thimba's breath clouded in front of him as he watched, paralyzed, as a figure materialized in the corner. It was unmistakably a man in a white coat, his features obscured by shadow. The figure raised a hand, pointing accusingly at Thimba before dissipating into mist. Thimba stumbled from the room, his mind reeling. He knew he could no longer deny the supernatural presence in the ward. The next day, he requested a transfer, unable to shake the feeling of being watched whenever he passed room 217. Word of the haunting spread beyond the hospital walls, attracting paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers. The hospital administration struggled to maintain order and protect patient privacy amidst the growing media frenzy. As the story of the ghostly doctor of Groote Hospital became urban legend, Thimba grappled with what he had experienced. He knew that some things in this world defied explanation, and that the line between the living and the dead was perhaps thinner than he had ever imagined. Years later, long after Thimba had left Groote, reports of the ghostly doctor continued. Room 217 remained a source of fear and fascination, a reminder that some secrets refuse to stay buried, and that the echoes of the past can sometimes reach into the present, leaving those who encounter them forever changed.